I do mean embarrassing when I say interesting. There was a clip from his podcast with my guy Lefko. I love Adam Lefko, and I do love Shaq. But a podcast clip where Shaq and I got to applaud Lefko for shooting back at Shaq a little bit.
Boring. I go, you're watching the same teams because if you put on the Detroit Pistons right now,
Oh, stop it. They're boring too. Get out.
no,
Bro, 4 games under 500.
they've won 7 in a row,
Whoopee freaking do.
and I don't think they're 4 games under 500.
All right, what are they?
I'm gonna look it up right now, and if you're right, I'm gonna be pissed. They're 6 games over 500. They've won 7 in a row. Cade Cunningham is balling.
You want to brag about a team that's 32 and 26?
Oh, you see how he moved the goalposts?
Yeah, stop it.
They were 10 games better than he thought.
That's not success.
They need to be 70-4.
40-20. We talked about it.
So we can only talk about 3 teams?
Bro, Detroit Pistons ain't winning no championship. Stop it.
Well, no. But you want to know what the odds are if they did?
So, I don't know. Just weird hating, right? That's whatever. I don't mind. I personally, I don't care about that. I don't care about Shaq going on his podcast and saying shit like that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't really bother me. Shaq doesn't actually watch the games. Doesn't actually like watching the sport. He doesn't actually watch full games. Well, I've said this all the time. This isn't just the inside the NBA guys. Like ESPN's like this too, especially like Stephen A. Smith. These guys are doing so much shit. Like Stephen A. Smith is on air probably 16 hours in a day. It feels like, right? Shaq has like 55 different business commitments that he has, right? They don't watch the games. Like they don't have time. Like they do not have time to watch. Hold on, I gotta look at this real quick. Loki's presidential look hits Marvel rivals. Let's see. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I thought it would look a little cooler. Anyways, that's whatever to me, right? But I don't know. Once you're on like the TNT show, like you're doing the Tuesday, the Tuesday ones aren't the best, but you're doing the Tuesday show and people are tuning in and it's a basketball analysis show.
Be interested. You said something very interesting about Cade Cunningham. Great player now at this stage. He plays at his own pace. Anybody that can consistently play at their own pace and put up numbers, it's a great player. I like the way he's playing. I like what Chauncey is doing. Those guys play hard. My favorite player on that team is Isaiah Stewart. Big body, hard guy. Like to knock people out, push people around.
No, I can't let this go. Like who? Who's doing it? You said Chauncey?
Chauncey's the coach, right?
Okay.
Portland. No. Chauncey, he coaches.
I can't let this go.
JB Bickerstaff.
Yeah, Bickerstaff. That's what I mean. Hey, first of all, I don't watch Detroit. How about that, boo-boo? I don't watch him. So
let that go.
Oh, man. How long has Shotzi Billups been the coach of the Blazers? It's been like 4 years, hasn't it? We're on like year 4 of that. They need to take tips from your book. You're wealthy but still have time to stream for us. That's true. They do. Maybe I'll hit up Shaq. I like to double down every time someone says some stupid shit. That could, Shaq could have very easily just been like, oh, my bad. I meant JB Bickerstaff. I was thinking about the Blazers, right? Easy, just sort of little, oh, my bad. That's what I meant. But doubling down on, hey, I don't watch them. So it's like, but you just talked about him for a minute. So we just have to go back and just completely and totally erase everything that you said? Yes, we do. Didn't Shaq lose to the Pistons the last finals with the Lakers? Is that why he's a hater? I never thought about that. He does seem kind of spiteful, yeah? Shaq has never admitted he's wrong ever. His ego makes him shit on teams and then double down. I don't know. Like, this version of the show, Inside the NBA is what it is, right? And this stuff's important because it's what the league's putting out there, right? That's why I said I don't really care about Shaq going on his podcast and saying shit like that. I disagree with him. I don't think it's a very... that's just not a fun way to look at basketball. Like, oh, they're not 40-20. Why talk about them? Like, what? It's kind of lame. But the TNT show is different. Because this is what the league is putting on display. This is what the league is pushing out. You know, not the league itself, but this is what the league's broadcast partners are pushing out on their nationally televised games. Could you see an NFL broadcaster say that they don't watch a team? No, because this is the only sport where this is a thing. This is the only sport being like, I don't watch. Is like where people are like, yeah. It's like, yeah. All they do is shoot threes. But this crew right here, I just think Shaq sticks out like a sore thumb. I do. I think that the Tuesday version of this show is such a difference between the Thursday version. You can't replicate the Thursday version, right? You can't replicate the Inside the NBA thing. It's a once in a generation show. This one it's still kind of funny and it has its gaffes, but it's still it's more serious, right? Like Lefko is a funny guy. Candace is a good basketball analysis, right? Obviously a great basketball mind. Vince Carter is a good basketball analyst. They care about analysis, like actual. And Shaq just sticks out. It's a weird dynamic. The Who We Play For segment makes me so mad. No, the Who We Play For segment's pretty funny, I will say. Because I could see, there's some people who are like, hey, in the offseason, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't care to know where Garrett Temple is at. I'll figure it out. That phone footage of Shaq and Barkley looking pissed that Luka making that game-winning shot against the Wolves will always be a priceless moment. They were shilling Ant so hard before that series. The league is actively telling casuals to their face the product sucks. That's the thing to me. Is it's just like you have one of the biggest figures in your sport, literally and figuratively, Shaquille O'Neal, still is to this day one of the biggest voices the league has. Everyone knows who fucking Shaq is, right? Your grandma and grandpa know who Shaq is. I just think it's lame. I just think it's lame to do the whole, like, go on the show and be like, oh, I don't watch them. Ugh. Well. Grody. Only sport. What other sport's doing this? I think baseball kind of reached that point, but not to this level, man. NFL, they would kill him. Roger Goodell would publicly execute an analyst for saying something like this. He would. Do you think the Amazon show next year will cause some ripples and start the change of more positive news? I have high hopes for the Amazon show, the Amazon's sort of production package in general. I have very high hopes. Very high hopes. Sally, to bust your ratings, can you go full monotone and barely talk like Shaq? I just don't think the Pistons are very good. I don't care what the record says. I don't care about them because they're the Detroit Pistons. There's no reason to talk about them at all. All right. I hate how much we talk about the Lakers and Warriors, but let's spend the next hour talking about the Lakers and Warriors. The Lakers play tomorrow night. They play the Milwaukee Bucks. Who cares about the Milwaukee Bucks? It's just Giannis. Giannis can't do anything but run and dunk. Who cares about him? The Warriors play the Kings tomorrow night. The Kings, the Queens. Who cares about them? They're terrible. They suck. Who cares about them? Who's playing tonight? Hornets Hawks. I haven't watched either of these teams in 6 years. Thunder Celtics. That's a great game. That's a great game right there. Sixers Raptors. Haven't watched a Raptors game since 2019. Clippers Heat. Can't wait to watch Jimmy Butler tonight. Suns Rockets. KD is going to go off tonight. The Suns are still a contending team. Don't sleep on them. Jazz Grizzlies. Haven't watched a Jazz game since 1998. Mavericks Spurs. Hopefully Wemby plays well tonight. Timberwolves Nuggets. Should be a good one. Knicks Trailblazers. Tonight. Should be fun games.